Yeah, I just came out here to take a quick look at this wagon. Planning on taking this one down to an auction. The only thing really worth anything on it, to me, would be the running gear. Of course, I don't know what I'd ever use it for. As mentioned before, my round bale wagon has the same brand of horse running gear. The only difference is I only got two tires in back instead of a tandem with 4 tires. And I've thought several times, all I want to do is block this up, pull these axles out, take them out of my bale wagon, switch them around, and whatever tires, better tires to keep them. I really don't want to crawl underneath this thing, try blocking it up and stuff. I ain't crazy about doing that. Am I ever really going to gain anything? You know, I am going to take at least 1 tire off this. Until I come out here to see how many tires are really good. I got at least 1 tire on my bale wagon that's getting, forget it, it's cracked or something somewhere. It's getting a little bit iffy. And I'm definitely going to be taking this tire off. I wish I could take another one. This is a 14 ply tire. That's one reason why I'm taking this one. This one ain't bad. This one here, I think, is the newer tire. It's a 14 ply tire too. Same brand as that one. But I ain't crazy about them cracks in the tread. Sidewalls getting cracked. Getting these damn splits here. I just ain't gonna take the chance on that one. Definitely ain't gonna take this one off. Man, I might be lucky even to get this one down to the auction with that tire. This one, what the hell ply is this one? Can't even see it on here. Of course, I'm half blind anyhow. Speed. This is max load 4790, but I don't see a ply rating. Yeah, what's the load rating on this one? Give me an idea close to what. Yeah, that one's too far to the bottom to read. Down here. That must be at least a 10 ply or something. I think that one said 36 pounds of air. This one says 56. Why can't they? Doesn't even get pound rating. This is just probably a load range E truck tire. I wouldn't put that on the bale wagon. This one here, I'm not crazy about that there. Now, that was one thing too when I bought that wagon. They wanted to put 14 ply tires on it because there's only 4 tires. You got a lot of weight on it. Alright, that one says 14 ply rating too. So if I got 2 tires that look bad on, I'm gonna look at the back side of this tire later. But if I got 2 tires I'm iffy about on my bale wagon, I'll take this one and the other one. So, but like I say, I don't think I'm gonna piss with a damn swapping the tandems around. Really don't ever have problems getting stuck with that wagon or cutting ruts too bad. That's the only thing them tandems are going to do is float a little bit better, but the front tires are going to cut anyhow. If it's that wet, I shouldn't be hauling hay anyhow. So, but yeah, I'm getting rid of this wagon. I never was going to buy this wagon. Originally, this was the neighbor's down the road here. He had this wagon and which one? That wagon. And I had a Gale 970, that wagon, I don't know if I had another one at the time or not. I had several Gales at one time. But they sold the cows. I went down there to see about buying this wagon off of them. And he's like, well, I'd really like to make room in the shed. So he cut me a deal. I paid $9,000 for both wagons. That wagon there's probably close to 30, well, it's over 30 years old. He had that wagon when my dad was still alive. My dad died in '93, so that wagon's over 30 years old. And I agreed. Like I say, you can never have enough wagons, use 3 wagons. But this wagon's good on corn. I never had much luck with grass because the way these beaters are, especially if you got into long stuff. If you were into grain type silage, rye or oats or peas, it seemed to chop better and it wasn't too bad. But you get into like canary grass, timothy's, grassy stuff. That stuff, when it gets on the dry sides, tends to want to suck through the chopper, and it would bind up in there, and I'd break this drive chain here, and it's just a big pain. Wagon needs work. I mean, right now, there's no reason why you can't run this wagon. This wagon will run right now. It's got several issues. The floor got weak in there. I patched this 2 years ago with a piece of plywood, and it's fine. This chain's loose. I mean, this was all bent up when I bought it. I bought this wagon probably 10 years ago. Ran fine, there's no problem with that. But probably really should have a new chain in it. There's no more adjustment left to it. And I believe there's a bearing out right here. But like I say, for me, I just ain't gonna piss with it. I mean, if I do want a tandem running gear, I got another one sitting right there. Anybody need parts for a Gale 920? That whole front clip is good, it just needs a beater in it. The apron's good in it and stuff. Just the floor's gone bad and stuff in it, and I've already rebuilt it once. I was gonna rebuild it again. Right now, I'm stealing tires off that running gear for other stuff, so that's why that's just sitting there on the ground, can't even move it. I've debated here before about just scrapping the rest of that. I don't know anybody would really want parts for a 920. 960s, 70s, and 80s are the common wagons out there yet. 960s are pretty much gone. But I know the beaters will fit in between them, but not many other parts. So if I do chop anything this year, I don't know if I'm going to chop anything or just try to make it all hay. Doesn't look like I'll be milking cows, so no sense in making silage. It's just easier to feed. So like I said, I got these 2 wagons, and the H&S are the best wagons out there right at the moment. And so this is a toss-up. But I wanted to come out here and see what these tires were like. See how many I can take off here. Like right side, I only got them 2. And like on most of these wagons, that's what's nice about H&S. They're all metal subframes. This wagon here's got wooden cross members too, and I see this one up here is getting bad too. But probably shouldn't put that all out there on a video if somebody wanted to come buy the wagon, but I doubt anybody that sees my videos is going to want to buy or is in the market for a silage wagon anyhow. So we'll see what it gets. 2 of these sold at the auction there over the weekend. The one with 4 tires was a nicer box than this, but probably about as old. I couldn't. It looked worked, but it didn't look rotted out like this is getting. And that one brought 2100. And the one, it was a nice wagon. It had an older, I believe it was a New Holland running gear underneath it. It was a nicer wagon. It looked solid. I mean, it looked like it was shed kept and everything. And I believe, if I remember right now, I've gone blank. I think that one for 6,000, but that seems high for that. Now, I had it posted in my last video, whatever it was. But, so, I guess, go see about pulling wagons around, maybe getting them tires switched. Maybe, like I said, look at that wagon, maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. Maybe it won't, well, I'm definitely taking that tire. So, Oh well, I gotta get back to doing something. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I got one tire switched around here. Just got this one put on this wagon. I don't see anything really wrong with these other tires. That's an American Farmer. They all these should be. This one looks good, but I thought I had a tire that had cords showing in it or something. I don't see nothing on that tire. But this is the one I took off. This one's getting down low. This one here is actually a spare tire. This might be actually a tire I took off this wagon, because this is a Firestone, and I've never bought a Firestone implement tire that I can think of. Most of them are either Carlisle or American Farmer or oh, what's the other one that people usually sell around here? But anyway, I didn't. So that's tires going on there, and you know, I think this is a better tire, a newer tire, but I'm not going to piss around with them cracks in it. That one's a Crop Star. Never heard of that one. Don't even know where I got that tire. But this is the only disadvantage of me selling this wagon. These are the only two wagons I got with 8-bolt rims, so if I get a flat tire on that wagon, I'm not going to have a spare tire I can go swipe something off of. And I have gotten a flat tire on this wagon on the road. But, like I say, I'm still probably going to kick myself in the ass for not swapping these axles around, but anymore, why is it worth putting an effort into anything anymore? I mean, it ain't going to benefit me that much any. I'm going to have 2 more tires to take care of. And they say most of the time you're hauling hay in the summertime, you don't need the tandems. My only other concern selling that wagon is because of that running gear. I don't give a shit about the wagon. I just don't want to sell a tandem running gear like that for $500. Because these horsed running gears are some of the best ones you can get. Horsed or Corey. H&S wagons running gear, they seem to tow pretty straight. And one thing you got to watch is, like on them H&S, they have these clevises with a pin through them. Well, them holes and those pins and stuff get slopped, and that's where you get these wagons that fishtail down the road. Now these wagons, they use these, I don't know what kind of ends you call them, but they're like a ball socket. Them actually tow pretty damn good down the road. I've never had, these wagons don't sway, them hold up pretty good. Them are greasable. Corey running gear runs a tie rod end. And I got these old John Deere running gears around here somewhere that have tie rod ends. And you can go 50 miles an hour down the road with them running gears and they tow straight. But I'm going to get this tire on. I don't really have to show anybody how you put a tire on. But I'm going to get this. Here this tire has. I don't want to have tire problems getting there. I took a hay wagon last year and I got a flat tire on my way. But I expected that, so I took a spare tire with me and changed it. But like I say, I don't have a spare tire for these, so won't be doing that. But I'm going to finish this up so I can get out of here.